Hi! In this tutorial I will show you how to make a 3D nail art with resin. And I have decided to add some colors for a change. So first of all, I apply this beautiful kryptonite nail polish from Picture Polish. You will need a white resin from Reynolds, this one is really good, and the 3D brush from Rublev. So dip the brush in the monomer and take some resin to apply it on your nail in the shape of a drop. Make it look like a water drop, then divide it in two. That's to obtain a long petal. So apply a drop and stretch it to get the water drop shape. Then hold your brush backwards, as you can see here, to divide the petal in two. Then press on it to flatten it, so that it doesn't look too gross. When you work with resin, you have to work quite quickly because it depends on the room temperature and on the monomer. The resin holds very well on natural nails. Your nail polish will probably peel off before the resin does. It won't damage your nail if you remove it correctly, and if you don't snatch it off. It can be removed very easily with just pure acetone. This design with pure acetone may take about 10 to 15 minutes to melt down. Sometimes to be quick, I usually use a file. To just file the design first. Then I use pure acetone. As you can see, I'm making a big petal. Make the first row of petals first, and later on add some petals over them. That's to make the heart of the flower. Once again, apply a drop of resin, divide it in two, then flatten it. Don't flatten it too much when working on the second row. Since you're applying the resin over the first row, it won't look great. I really love resin because you only have to buy the monomer, some powder, and a brush. It's very affordable and only a few tools are needed. That is not the case with 3D gel that needs a UV lamp. When the petals are done, use watercolor paint to color the design. You can also use diluted acrylic paint if you want. Apply a drop of yellow and green watercolor, then shade it off with water. Once the colors are shaded, add some golden color over the petals on the round shape to bring some lightness and some brightness to the design. Then add a rhinestone in the middle of the flower and use some top coat to protect the paint, as well as to prevent the flower from becoming yellow, because sometimes resin does become yellow with time. I'm using a matte top coat for this design, and finally apply a normal shiny top coat around the petals. Tell me if you enjoyed this tutorial and what you think of 3D resin in the comments below. See you soon for another tutorial. Bye!